Well, it's amazing how connecting a few connector blocks on your car's electrical system improves the electrical circuit, but I don't know what the problem is really. I've had that engine running. I don't know why it won't start. There was a voltage problem on it. There should be 12, about 12 volts at the fuel pump, but there's less than 1 volt. But I've had it running. I've tried it all. I've had it all going. I don't know why it won't start now. But yeah, it's amazing. There was I've put 4 connector blocks. I found 4 went into the steering column. Now I've put the heated rear screen switch in, the heated blower switch, and the hazard warning light switch. And I've connected 3 of the ignition wires together, and then a short one onto another. Well, if I connect a live wire into all those and short them onto another, it turns the starter and all the lights stay on. But it won't start at the moment because the fuel pump's faulty now. But I think if I connect the cigar lighter, that's another connector in, and then there's only another one, and I think that's actually for the aircon, which that car does now. So other than that, I think it just wants one connector on. That might, because well, I'm getting a reading, a connection fault with the OBD scanner, but that's normal, and that one's been in there for months, so it wouldn't work at all initially, but now it lights up and tries to scan it, but there's a connection issue. But that's probably because there's dampness in the unit. They connect the scanner, and it was only a £12 one, £12.99 or whatever, and it's been in there months, so it's probably damp, and that's causing trouble with that. But other than that, I think it possibly wants the cigar lighter connecting. Unbelievably, I don't think I'm going to have to code the key, because the key operates the starter. I've found that, but the uncoded, they'll do that, but I don't know, because I've changed the ignition switch, and there's a shroud on that one, and there's some sort of sensor in there that the chip in the key can't think of the word, contacts the ignition and ignition through. You turn the ignition switch on with a live wire into that system, and all the lights stay on, and it turns the engine, but it's not going to start without petrol going in. The fuel pump, well, I got a special tool. It broke a union off the new fuel pump, and that's ruined that. If I fix that, there's an air leak on the old one, so I don't know, another fuel pump maybe, cigar lighter in, and then why it wouldn't start before, I don't know. The voltage problem, I don't know why it was doing that. It could have been dampness, but why it suddenly started doing that, I don't know. But if you connect a wire straight in the fuel pump, it starts, but at the moment there's an air leak on it. And other than that, I don't know. I think the key might not need recording, because I think with the right shroud it'll work on that car. I don't know, I've never hot-wired one of them before, but if that works, it'll do. Because I have a key coder, but usually you have to pay about £600 to £1,000 to get one that works. I have a cheap one, it may work, and there again, it may not, and I've forgotten the pin for it to log into it, but in the instructions for it, it just says switch it on, connect it to the car, turn the ignition on, and it should all work. It worked on it before, but it doesn't now, and I updated it and all things, everything like that, but can't even get into it to reboot it or do a factory reset on it. So I don't know, if it starts like it is now, it'll do. Of course, yeah. I haven't got a key for the filler cap, because I have, yeah, because I found the original ignition key. I smashed the lock off, but I've got the original. That'll do that. That's that sorted. It's not as bad as it was. Perhaps it just wants the cigar lighter, and it might start with the right fuel pump and everything. Anyway, who knows? Just keep trying. The cigar lighter is possibly in the center console in the car. I found the radio, the new radio, in a bag on a shelf. I didn't know it was there, and I found the original one as well. So possibly with the cigar lighter in and the fuel pump started, it'd be okay.